I might just wait anyway. You know,
Do you want to wait? I don't know. Maybe this is the start of the show, and this is the cliffhanger.
Probably.
There's a couple of cliffhangers.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm a fucking klutz.
Are you a habitual cliffhanger?
I'm a habitual.
Shit!
What have you done?
So fucking.
So not only am I fucking a natural cliffhanger, but I'm a klutz. And
right.
I've got a bottle. I've got a glass of water here.
Yeah, please don't put
Coke
that on
here,
there.
And we've got all of Rowland's fucking equipment. So basically, people, if you're not going to watch for the content, watch for whether I fuck up.
If you
all
could
of his kit and you boot me out of my ass.
Going to run donations. If you reach 10,000, Ollie will fuck up my shit.
Yeah, basically, yeah, no problem. I do it for less than that. Yeah. £100 and a fucking blowjob or something, isn't it?
Right, I wanted to ask you something.
Go on then.
Right, so.
Well, it's done it. Cliffhanger. Yeah, but it's not what.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's not what.
It's not even coming back on. Did it just die?
I don't know.
Oh, we better check that, I guess, in case it's not recording.
We kind of do need to check it, don't we? Why is that? What? Is it?
See, this is why I want you down here.
The disaster cast. This is what this. Are we still recording? Because that was a really fucking good start. Is it? Wait, what?
It's still on.
It's still on, but we're.
Oh, there, got it.
We got it.
Yeah.
Well, we may as well keep this rolling because.
But I don't know why the screensaver isn't working. You see.
Maybe put it in. Oh, you can't really put it.
Fuck it for a bucket and everything.
Should we just? It looks quite good.
All right.
Look, so the first cliffhanger of this podcast was a massive fail. Massive fail. You can just watch sine waves.
Right. Do you ever feel that people bring out a different side of you?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I don't know where to go from there. No. Right. So. When I first met you, we got I seen Boombastic Sounds, and I fucking loved it. Right,
yeah.
it's just you and other Ollie, Ollie Mark 2, right?
Ollie Mark 2. He'd argue with that. Apparently, he's Ollie 1 and I'm number 2, but
either, right?
Either,
right? So your dynamic is fucking brilliant, right?
Yeah.
It's just so. You know, you work really well together.
Yeah.
Is that because you've done it for a long time, or was that just from the get-go? Have you known each other for years?
We've known each other for a few years. I met him through Mandy, actually.
Oh, right.
I was modelling some of her Amen for Techno t-shirts about 5 or 6 years ago. And,
I thought you were just going to say I was modelling.
I was modelling. I
was in Paris, right? Well, Mandy was choosing her costumes.
Look at the bone structure. I mean, come on. I was born with some benefits. No, fucking... So I was doing this shoot, and OP was doing the photos and shit.
Right.
So we kind of knew each other. We kind of knew each other before that. Me and Mark Gardiner, after I came out of rehab, Mark gave me a message, and he was like, "Right, I've got this concept. I've got a load of fucking equipment.
Yeah.
I want to be called Pierrot the Acid Clown.
Yeah.
But I want somebody to help me launch it." So I was like, "Yeah, sound okay." So we got involved doing that.
Right.
One of the parts to launching Pierrot the Acid Clown was to do a review show.
Right.
Where we use the platform that we're building. There we go.
Yeah.
And the cliffhanger. It's there.
Dun, dun,
it's all coming together. It's all coming together. So yeah, we decided to make.
Sorry, Karen.
We decided to make this review show to help, push smaller artists. Because myself and Mark did have a profile before that. I had a page from pre-rehab and pre my son, and we were just like, right, we want to document everything, document all the gigs, make a whole thing of it, and we'll do a review show every week where people put in music.
Yeah.
We put it out on a video, and we just kind of give them a platform and create a little community. And now, the Acid Clown Mark has got a fucking really strong community, really strong following, the Clown Army. Big ups to Amy, big ups to Mark, big ups to everybody involved in that. And yeah, so we launched that. We got to the point we were touring quite a lot. We were in each other's pockets quite a lot, and we fell out. And it was like kind of my involvement in like Pierrot the Acid Clown and the Clown Army kind of, when things come to a natural end.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's in his role, I was just being a grumpy cunt, just annoying people online like I do. And, his community had grown. He had a really good following, and he was doing a lot of good work. And it was just kind of time for me to move on.
Right.
And just let Mark run with it.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I was like, look, I love doing the review shows. I love getting involved in new music. And let's face it, I don't have time to fucking troll the internet. So people sending me in loads of shit to play on a show forces me to sit down and check out new music.
Yeah.
So I approached OP and I was like, look, let's do this show.
Was he doing it before then?
No, he was doing like videographering and he was like doing podcasts and stuff.
Right.
But the format from people sending in music, he wasn't.
Okay.
So, and that's how we got. And
that's a fucking brilliant idea. So, like, you don't have to look for the music. It just gets sent to you.
Yeah. But not only that, it's brilliant because obviously you're doing a good service to like sort of new artists that don't understand social media and can't utilize promoting themselves, or just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So obviously it brings me in contact with people like yourself. Do you know what I mean? So it's all in all, it's good. It's good for networking, blah blah blah. But that's why we did it. But to get back to your question, me and OP argue. We just when you meet you meet somebody and you just argue with them, and you both enjoy the arguments.
Right. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I love a good argument, and the more you get to know me, I'll argue about anything just for a fucking laugh, and I'll take points that I don't agree with just to have a bit of an argument, do you know what I mean? So we just naturally argue, and then with like guests that come in, like Ollie Berry came in, and he did something with us, and it took me ages to get him to do it. When he finally came in, we just had a blistering fucking row before the show started. And you'll see, if you watch the podcast back, you'll see Ollie Berry. He's just like...
Oh, because you had an argument in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and he sits in the middle. So we were just shouting... But
Ollie must be the most laid-back person I know.
He is.
Like.
He is. But obviously, I know Ollie anyway, and he didn't know the other Ollie, and he didn't know whether it was serious or not. But I try and warn people that we do argue a bit. So yeah. So we just argue, and one of those personalities, and that's why we get on, because we can. There's not many people you can actually have a real sort of insulting argument with, where the other person knows you're not. There's no fucking love lost. It is just a base fucking argument, and that's why it works basically. But yeah, it's good fun. COVID's made doing that podcast really hard because I bet we got to be quite close.
Is that in OP's OPP? Yeah, you know me.
OPP, yeah. Do you know what? I've never done that to him.
Fucking hell.
I need to do it.
Was that someone else that? There was someone else that we were speaking to that no one's ever noticed. What did I say? Something to do with your name or something. It's like, do you MC? No. OG,
yeah,
fucking OG, man.
OG. Well, I normally get Oliver Twist, don't I?
Oh, right.
I normally get Oliver Twist, but
not original gangster.
Yeah, not original gangster. But I think in my entire time of fucking being alive, I think you're the first person to do me an OG, and I've thought of it myself, and I can't go pot with
waiting for someone,
waiting for somebody to bring out. So I'm fucking glad of that.
It's like ta-da, special prize.
So yeah, it's been fucking fun. It's been fun. And are we running out of stuff to say now?
No,
is it time to get a little bit worried? No. What's going to happen? Is the next cliffhanger going to be me and fucking Rowland sat here like...
You've clearly done this before, haven't you?
I've done it a few times.
No, what I was going to say, right? But you've just taken the wind out of myself. No, you haven't. Right, it's like when so I knew who you were from watching the Boombastic Sounds, right?
Yeah.
And it was cool and everything. Then one of us friend requested the other, and we started talking, didn't we? And then that must have been about a couple of months ago. And then I managed to get Infected 24 onto your show that night, which was brilliant. Thank you so much for doing that.
Well, that was it. I think we'd friend requested each other, and I'm always on the lookout for stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And if I see somebody in the scene, because obviously I know Mandy really well. You obviously know Mandy really well.
Yeah, loads.
And I've been in the techno scene for a long time. In fact, probably I've been most active in the techno scene when you've been on your break.
Right, okay.
So we've never really come across each other.
Yeah.
But obviously, I've spent time with Guy, Rachel. Do you know what I mean? I speak to Rachel quite a lot.
Yeah,
so
she speaks very highly of you. Like, she's like, speak to her. I'm like, how the fuck do you know him? Like, he's in Bristol. You're in London / Portugal.
I'll get a bet, mate.
But
I'll fucking get a bet.
Obviously, I wasn't about, so I don't know that shit anyway.
I met Rachel in Dundee.
All right, so that's bizarre. Yeah, okay, that's weird.
So me and Mark.
Did you have cake? Dundee cake?
No, we were at Mainz Castle.
What's that?
So basically, there's a big up Jo, by the way. She runs a night called...
Who's Jo? Jo Fox?
Jo Fox.
Fucking hell. She put...
Yeah,
I'm not fucking out like, hey, of course you bought an Infected 24.
Yeah, of course you fucking, you're rolling the fucking
Fucking
bastard,
right,
mate. Don't fucking buy your shit. But she was the first booking for the Pierrot the Acid Clown that I did with Mark.
Right, okay.
Her and Craig Squelch Murphy. So they did a Dirtiest Funk and Squelch at Mains Castle up in Dundee.
Right.
Fuck it, 11-hour drive, 1 hour set, 11 hours back.
Oh, you're joking. You didn't fly up there?
No, we
didn't fly up there?
No,
fucking hell.
We're not all international jet set
fucking hell, darling.
But Mark, when you meet Mark, when you start chatting to him, get you on his show and everything, when the COVID stuff opens up, he's got 2 walls of fucking synthesizers.
Really?
No computers.
Right.
Nothing.
So he just jams it.
All jams it. And I used to play bass on it, on the sets, bass guitar over the top, bit of slap bass, and run the 303s.
Right.
So she was the first booking that we had as Pierrot the Acid Clown.
Okay.
In Dundee.
Right.
At Mains Castle, where like one of the queens was beheaded and shit. It's like a beautiful place.
The only reason I said about flying, right?
Yeah.
I've just got to alliterate this.
You've got to
when I used to go play in Edinburgh for Tales and then Glasgow for other people, I can't remember. I think there's other people that I should have mentioned then. I've clearly forgotten their names. But anyway, I'd fly up there because it was actually cheaper than catching the train.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's why I said it.
Well, it is if you go to Edinburgh. But if you're trying to get to Dundee...
Yeah.
It goes from like 120 quid flight to like 450 quid.
Oh, you're fucking shitting me.
Because it's a teeny fucking airport.
Right.
But not
can
only
you just fly into Edinburgh and get a train?
Get picked up, but yeah. But
is it far from... It's Dundee. I have no idea where Dundee is.
Dundee's like right up the fucking... You know, like the beak of... It's right up there.
Yeah.
So you've got to go up to Scotland and then you've got to go right again.
Ah, right.
So you're kind of training the whole thing.
Turn right at Scotland.
But we had like... I mean, the equipment was about fucking 150 kilos, 200 kilos of equipment.
Oh, right, because, of course, you play...
And a bass guitar,
You're playing live, so you need to drive,
yeah, exactly. So it was just unfeasible. So it was 11 hours up. So literally got there at like 2 o'clock in the morning, slept in the van, woke up in the morning, and then... But Rachel was up there.
Right.
So that was when I first met Rachel. But obviously I'd known of Rachel and I think I dealt with her online, but it's the first time I actually met her in person.
Right, okay.
But yeah, so so it's just really funny, isn't it, how like you bump into these people in like random places.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like most of my techno existence, or at least like working in techno, has been where you've been on your break. And obviously
the hiatus.
I'd heard of you obviously when you know, back in the sort of 15, 16-year-old days, buying vinyls.
I didn't say 15, 1600. You old cunt, fuck off.
But obviously, yeah, it's a bit of a fanboy moment, to be fair, Rowland. Sat here with you. Do you know what I mean? Like some of my favourite tunes from back in the day. And, you know, I can't remember watching it, so I never used to read them. We had a conversation about it earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just scratching records and not knowing actually
that
who
was
on it.
Well, yeah, so later on we're doing some stuff for you, and you wanted me to pull out my favourite techno records, and I haven't got a fucking clue what they're called.
Idea.
I mean, you know what? I'm actually even worse with the CDJs.
Yeah.
Like, at least with a physical vinyl, you could, like, scratch something like this, literally, this side.
This side, not this side.
Squiggle. Oh, that's a really nice... What's it called? Oh, Squiggle,
No
mate.
idea, yeah.
But, like, I can't... For some reason, I still can't get my head around the digital side of it.
Yeah.
So, like stupid things, right? When you're planning a set, because I do...
Yeah.
You know, you put 2 tracks on and you go, oh yeah, they go well together. So you put one record down there and then you put the other record on. When you finish, you put that one on top and then you've got a selection, haven't you? You can't do that with digital, and it froze me.
Yeah.
It just fucking froze me, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, now I just write lists and then I say, shit, I didn't do a fucking record list.
Mate, I never do. Like, you know, if you...
Maybe I just need to randomise this mix.
Every set I do, I haven't got a fucking clue what I played.
Yeah.
No, I ain't got... I mean, look...
But that does my OCD, and I need to know it's going to go well.
All I know when I'm about to do a set is I've got a stick of about 2 hours worth of music that is fucking ridiculously good.
Yeah.
And I'll click it, I'll listen to the kick just to make sure that it's in key. And if that kick's in key, I know it's a fucking good tune.
Right.
And I play it.
And you know that just by hearing it.
I know. I mean, you can hear what's going on. I'll put the kick in a headphone, and I can hear it's in key, and you're not going to get a dodgy clash when you mix it, basically.
Right. Yeah.
But that's what I do. But then, like back in the day, obviously there was no lighting. It was vinyl, and it was literally like masking tape taping the side of the vinyl up. You didn't want to play.
Yeah.
And that, so I kind of do the same thing with digital.
So you were scratching just now.
Yeah.
Are you scratch master on the turntables? Like,
Definitely.
did you used to do the? You say about tape.
Yeah.
Did you used to do the little tape thing and everything? I did as well.
100%. Yeah.
That was proper.
Well, my first introduction to DJing was on this direct drive turntable with no pitch on it.
Really?
And I just had that and a mixer.
Right.
And I started DJing by just buying Rave records and just like scratching with them.
Right.
And that was it.
And then scratch them in, just dropping them.
Yeah. And then saved up with my my paper round and got a set of fucking horrible 120 quid. What, back in 95?
Well, like cams
quid.
or something.
Yeah, worse than that. No, they weren't even branded.
Oh, right.
They were just you remember the DJ magazines you used to get?
Yeah.
And
it'd be AliExpress now, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It was something really bad. But like, and it was an advert that would have a 1210 on it and it'd be 120 quid. You'd be like, I'm getting a 1210 for 120 quid. You buy it and this like weird plastic thing turns up.
Yeah, wish.
But basically, yeah. Try to buy a deck and you get a fucking keychain or something. But yeah, so that's how it started.
Right. Me and my mate Jimmy Acid, when we started mixing,
he
had a well, I didn't have anything, but like he had a mixer. I don't know what it was. It was just very cheap.
Yeah.
It might have even been like a video mixer or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like not even audio, but had audio in it or something. I don't know. But and 2 tape decks.
Yeah.
And we'd have like Rave mixtapes.
People. Going in between. Yeah.
And then obviously they weren't in at all.
No.
But we thought we were brilliant.
Yeah, I bet.
We were the next big thing.
What year was that?
Actually, I started quite late.
Yeah.
I started going to free parties in 91.
Yeah.
My first rave was Universe, 11th of September 1992.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Don't know how, but I do.
Yeah.
Right?
I've heard some stories about those days.
Fucking hell, yeah. A lot of acid was taken.
Yeah,
This is the third podcast, third time I've referenced acid in it.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Well, that's Rowland. You are known about acid techno, so
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I suppose.
Years.
Yeah. Hey mate, could I nick a bit of your caffeine free?
Fuck off.
Come on, please. Please.
Yeah.
I'm
sure.
a guest in your fucking ass, mate.
Mate, have you? No, you haven't seen because you haven't been outside. But my recycling bins,
It's just
plural, is full, right?
Yeah.
And the bin day was Thursday, and they were full, and I had to load the second load up on Thursday afternoon. I'm fucking right up on it, man.
Yeah. Mate, with this
I love it.
With this lockdown shit though, like over Christmas, like me and Melissa, love you by the way, baby. Me and Melissa obviously were just lockdown, couldn't go anywhere. We had a COVID scare at fucking at the studio.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that because Alex locked it down? He's like going, right, only 2 people in the studio, blah, blah, blah.
Well, professionally.
We have to anyway.
Yeah, professionally now.
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that.
Yeah. Well, no, we've put some, it's good to talk about it because we've put some major.
It's good to talk, son.
It's good to talk, son. We've had some major fucking.
Sorry.
It's just we finish it off like this now.
Yeah. Right. So, Linear.
Yeah, right. What? So basically, well, we're going to talk about quite a serious subject, but in a comical manner.
Yeah.
So Parker has big up Parker, by the way. And it's fucking Rowland that fucks his studio.
Right. Go back normal.
Right, so Parker is, we put some really fucking stringent things in place because we as a studio we offer a way for bigger artists to get their content out because they can't do it. Like we had Turno down, who's a real big like jump up DJ.
Okay.
And when he came in,
jump up.
I
fucking love that shit.
I fucking love it, mate. It's so good. Yeah.
It's fucking.
How could you not?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite genre style. That's my favorite style of the drum and the bass.
Yeah,
definitely.
Well, jungle. I'm more partial to jungle, like old school jungle.
Okay.
But yeah, jump up. You just can't. Well, at the studio we call it sausage.
Why?
It's just something Parker does.
Right.
He's like, I'm going to get me sausage out. That's what I mean. Some of the guys that see it, but fucking yeah, we had this Turno guy down. And he's quite a big drum and bass artist. And he came down and he was like, look, boys, this outlet that you've given me, Do you know what I mean? It's made me open up my MacBook for the first time in 2 months and write a tune.
Really? Wicked.
Because these guys, like, you know, I think he's quite an expensive DJ. Do you know what I mean? I think he goes out in the grands plus.
Right.
When he goes out all over the world. Do you
What
know
does
what I mean?
Ben go out for? Is he part of Runtingz as well?
Ben.
Man on Road.
Oh, Born on Road. Crossy. Yeah, Man on Road. I think Crossy's at that point where he's just about to sort of put his feet up. But if you know him, he'll come and do you a favour. But
fucking so happy I met him. Just another Southwest guy doing really well.
I'll put you guy in touch because he'd be really good for this.
Wow, brilliant.
He'd be really good for this, and I'm sure he'd come down. But he's fucking lovely kid.
Well, the thing is, if he's coming down to visit his family or something, it's only 4 miles. We're only 4 miles away. We just happen to go to the motorway way back from Taunton.
He'd love it, and it'd be good to get some of the drum and bass guys on this because, you know, let's face it does cross-pollinate techno and drum and bass. You know, because it used to sit in the same fucking event, same events, didn't it?
Well, like I said to you, like the podcast wasn't necessarily supposed to be about music. It's just to be like talking shit, really. But like, it just so happens that most people that I know are in the music industry, and that's why it's transpiring that it comes into music. But then again, we live our lives like we do, and there's some fucking funny stories going on.
Well, that's it.
Do you know
Well,
what
I mean, look, if anybody that knows me and anybody that's talking to me, you'll very rarely get anything out of me apart from music.
Right.
To be fair.
Well, you're no good then. Fuck off.
No. Music and breaking stuff, having accidents. Do you know what I mean? Stupid stories, basically. Yeah. But Ben's wicked, man. He breaks a lot of equipment. He's put a lot of money in my pocket.
Right.
I felt at one point I felt like I was fixing something for Ben every fucking week.
Oh, so how's that going then? You say you're starting your own business. Are you literally like just fix loads and loads of stuff?
You just fix stuff, like 1210s,
how
mixers.
How did you start doing that then? Just because you broke stuff and you had to fix it?
I mean, I've had analog studios all my life. Like, I was into like playing instruments and like Indian punk music. So I
had, punk music,
indie.
Oh, right.
So like indie and punk music and all of that.
That relates a bit more than Indian.
Yeah, than Indian punk music. Although there is Indian punk music out there.
Fucking going for it.
No, it's been done. I think the Beastie Boys did it. Yeah, I think the Beastie Boys did something with a sitar. I don't know. Beck definitely did.
I like Beck.
Fucking love Beck.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Love Beck. Fucking love Beck.
Is it a he or is it a band?
But Beck's a he, but he has a backing band. But he did, what is it? My favourite of his is Gamma Ray. It was on one of his, I'd say new, it's probably about 10 years ago. But check that tune out if you get a chance.
I will, because the only real stuff that I know about him is when he was around, like in the early 90s, when he was popular, mid-90s.
Two tables on a microphone.
And she's got a cigarette on each arm. Good lyrics.
Yeah.
Really bizarre.
Yeah, I think the guy's a genius. To be fair,
you said he had a backing band. I thought he might have done it all himself.
Well, there was this
Does he do all the music himself? Then the backing band plays it.
I think. Don't quote me on this. I think
I will.
Don't quote. No, don't.
Fucking don't do it right now.
Don't quote me. You've got it on. But I think he writes it all.
Yeah.
And I think maybe he records a lot of it, then gets it all backed up. But he did a whole tour with a whole fucking sort of what are the Mexican like trumpet bands?
Mariachi.
They're brilliant. I think he did a whole tour of a mariachi band, backing him up. All of his songs were mariachi with a full band. So yeah, he's a bit of a nutter. I
wanted to be in a Mexican band, right?
Did you?
And it was called the Five Funky Senior Senors.
What the fuck? The Five Funky Seniors.
And we were
my vape, please,
and we were going to play reggae.
Oh, fucking hell. I think Trading Standards will have something to say about that, wouldn't they?
The thing is, right, I'm just going to go back to my first question 23 minutes ago. Right?
23 minutes?
It's like when I met you and we started talking, and the question was, do different people bring out different personalities in yourself?
Yeah.
When we started talking, I just knew you were going to bring out the twat in me.
I do,
which is great, you know, because because like some people you'll be all serious and coy or whatever, and then some people you can the one-liners just keep going on and on and on.
Yeah.
And you might be taking the piss out of them, but it's fucking funny, and they're laughing as well. Obviously, you're not just being a cunt.
Yeah,
which I'm really good at as well, being a cunt.
Well, yeah.
But I just thought it's funny, and I thought that's why I texted you the other day going, I don't know what's going to go on with the podcast, but I know we're going to be good friends.
Well, that's it, yeah. We're just going to be chatting shit. But like people, so like it's quite daunting, man. So obviously, if I hadn't spent so much time in front of cameras, Do you know what I mean? It gets.
I don't like it. I do like it. I feel very comfortable now because I think more because you're very confident and comfortable, and you're ripping it on, and we've just been laughing most of the morning. Is it still morning?
I don't know. We're running fucking terribly behind time now.
I had that idea and it had to be done.
It had to be done, and you did it, and you felt better.
Yeah, it's great. I'm not going to tell anyone, but you know what it is.
But I'm not going to lie. On the van down here, we were having a fucking right laugh. You were turtle heading like a motherfucker due to your, weren't you?
Fasting.
You've had about 3 shits. You've had as many shits as I've had coffees this morning.
Yeah, I'm good now though.
You're good now.
Yeah, I don't think. Mate, imagine if I had to take a shit in the middle of Fnoob TV. Can we stop and start again, or is that it?
Yeah,
You're just going to watch me fucking dump on TV.
Well, I reckon you are. I don't know.
Profile, Rowland. Profile. It's
that's
really
right.
good.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. What we'll do, Rowland?
Do stupid things. Take a shit.
Take a mic in with you, Rowland.
Yeah. Shove the mic up your ass.
But yeah, do you know what I mean? Because of Boombastic Sounds and COVID, I haven't been doing that many. I haven't been in front of the camera too much.
Right.
I've been engineering a lot of podcasts with Parker, and obviously I've been. I'm sort of involved in that, so I've been speaking, but it hasn't been like a direct thing. So we were in the van and we were fucking shooting the shit and having a great time. And I was kind of getting a little bit nervous that we might be like burning up all of our content. But
I was nervous about that. I did it with Ollie. We didn't do a podcast in the end because we just wrote 2 fucking bangers. Mandy come down. She did the first one, and that was a brilliant fucking podcast, right? But because I hadn't seen her for a couple of months, we sat downstairs and had she had a couple of coffees, and like I know Mandy really well, or I like to think I know her really well anyway, and I'm sure she would agree. So, we were talking away, and I'm just thinking, oh my god, like I should be asking you this. Then I started thinking, well, I got some tech issues here. You come down. And you're going to help me out. And that's why I agreed. Like, because you're helping me, I thought, instead of you catching a train or something, I'll just come and get you.
Yeah, it was actually nice because it's like, I think you kind of need to get warmed up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, like, back to what I'm saying, I feel very comfortable just being myself around you and that, so that's not bad. But my worry was that we set it all up, we haven't laughed, we're talking, we're getting to know each other and that, and talking, go, so how's it going? What are you up to?
That's kind of why I like played devil's advocate and said, we're going to run out of stuff to say.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because
now we can.
If you put it out there,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I used to do it with Mark. I used to do this thing, when we were like live and like obviously dead air. But I used to own dead air.
All right.
Do you know
How
what
much did you buy it for?
What's that? Dead air? Well, it was more of a sort of retail rental deal. Do you know what I mean? I promoted it and then they sold it on after that.
Right, nice.
Do you know what I mean?
But so you got a deal on it.
I got a deal. Well, yeah. I mean, I think I sold dead air to a number of different organisations, and people become more comfortable with it. If you become more comfortable with dead air, you're more than happy to sit in it.
Yeah.
Do think of it like you're sat with your girlfriend or you're on a date or something, and you've got the confidence and the comfortableness to sit there and just
think, man, I want to finger you right now.
Yeah, there is that. But yeah, so yeah, dead air's a beautiful thing. And if you're scared, if you're scared of something, you're going to worry about it. And if you worry about it, it's going to happen. Whereas if you're just like, fuck it, I'm mad, does it?
We'd had done the mix a couple of months before Christmas, it was. So I've done a mix from a YouTube channel, and I'm like really fucking OCD about getting things right. And if I can't get things right, I probably won't even attempt to do it. Yeah. Which is stupid because you'll never get things right. You know?
You won't ever.
But that's my mental health issue, right? Sort of thing. So I had the camera set up, the CDJs. I don't know why I'm pointing over there because no one can see behind the camera. And you can see it because you've been playing on them.
Let me paint a picture. There's a lovely dangerous stairwell going down to the other thing. There's a Pioneer DJM 750, a couple of Nexus 2s, a lovely little box, and a couple of nice monitor speakers, and some lovely sounder proofing. Yeah.
So I hired a cameraman, right, my mate.
It's the most pointless explanation.
I know, exactly.
Just wasting time.
I'm just moving swiftly on. Right, so I had my mate Dan, and he had a couple of cameras, and we had that camera. Again, I'm pointing to the camera, and they can't see the camera. And we set it all up and that, and I've fucking forgotten what I was saying now. No, that was it. And I'm pre-mixing. I'm having a mix while he's setting up. We're doing the lighting. We're getting the bokeh right with the studio in the background. We've got this nice blue sort of effect with that moon and these casting off a bit of orange, you know, so like you've got the teal and orange effect going on, basically. Very moody, very Joker movie.
Eye-catching, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Thinking about what your viewers are going to be
the
experiencing.
Background's blurred, so you're all eyes on moi.
Yeah, lovely.
You know?
That beautiful bastard of a face.
And then, so I'm fucking dancing away to myself, like going, yeah, this is fucking brilliant. I'm the fucking shit. Look at me, check me out, you know. And then as soon as we went rolling, I'm just like that. Nothing. Yeah. Absolute zero interaction whatsoever. Yeah. And that's the story of my life from DJing, actually. Not just on camera, but in front of everyone. And I wish I was a bit more upbeat.
Do you know what, right? So there's a sort of Zen theory that I've created over the years. And if you're going to fuck up, own it. Well, you say that, right? Yeah. I'm going to tell you how I got blackmailed. Come on, bring it on. Bro, I'll tell you what. Do your blackmail story, and then I'll get a bit deep with my theory. Because that was a fucking good link to it. It was. You're a bit of a segue master, young man, aren't you? Own it. Do you know what? When you said you were going to read this, I thought you were going to give it to my podcast, but we can reair it. I might bring it up. Oh yeah, no, this is golden. I had to keep it for myself. Well, I can do it on yours as well. Well, but who's going to get the podcast out first? Well, probably not me, because I've probably mistakenly recorded it in 10-bit and I haven't got the software to do it. Right, so that was the link into it. So on Monday, I've told a couple of people this, and I keep forgetting to tell the backstory, but I'm remembering to do the backstory Always add a premise to your story. Right, so on Monday I'm at work, right, and I got a mate at work, and we're chatting. He's a really good, Sam Howard. I don't know if he's got a DJ name or a producer name, but he's a really good, he produces house. He hasn't got a label, he's not signed, he doesn't do anything. That's absolutely disgusting. That's unexcusable. Yeah. My podcast, do what I want. Own it. Yeah, own it. You're gonna fuck up, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we were talking about OnlyFans, right? And he was like, "Yeah, fucking OnlyFans, mate. Fucking all the girls in Exeter are on it." I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, they're all on it. Their mums know about it and all this sort of thing." Yeah. And he started playing me some shit of these women from Exeter that he knows on OnlyFans. I'm like, my God. I struggle with the OnlyFans concept. Well, I don't fucking get it. No. But anyway, I thought, well, the youth of today have got it good, right? Or they're their inhibitions are fucking zero, you know, like, fuck me. So later on that day, right, I'm at home in the evening, and I get a friend, I'm looking through Facebook, and there's a friend request from this page, right? And I look at the page, and it is dodgy. It's clearly dodgy. It's like a woman, there's about 3 photos, and then 1 mutual friend. And I thought, fuck it, I'll do it anyway, right? About 5 minutes later, on Messenger, I get, hi. Yeah. I'm like, hello. Yeah. Well, it's like, hi, really, but, you know. And I knew, you know when something says, thanks for contacting me, something like that. So how are you? And like, I'm fine. And I'm thinking, right, I'm going to play along with it. Fuck it, I've got nothing else to do. I'll play along with it. So she's like, things like, how old are you? And I'm like, how old are you? And she goes like, 50. I know. She goes, no, I'm 50. So she goes 23. Yeah, you? Yeah. And I just went, old enough to be your father. Yeah. What you doing now? Texting you. Oh, I'm bored in my room. Are you naked? Right? I thought, right, let's just cut to the chase and get this over and done with, right? Are you naked? So she replies, oh, I'm bored, something. I'm going to call you. And I thought, fuck. Yeah. What? This is new, right? So she calls me, and she's in her underwear and that, and I'm thinking, right, what? You know, what the fuck's going on here? Anyway, starts fucking pounding herself, right, with a fucking dildo. What? And I'm thinking, right, well, this is how the young kid, not young kids, young adults, right, work these days. And I'm thinking, fucking hell, right? And then she goes, I want to see your cock. And I'm thinking, fuck it, I'll have a piece of this. So, you know, a little one thing leads to another. And suddenly it goes blank, right? Yeah. And then I get this message going, keep calm. This is the NTEC, something like pedophile ring or something like that. Yeah, right.
keep calm. You've been this fucking porn thing, keeping the internet clean and all that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just start laughing, right? Like, ha, ha, ha. And they're like, just keep calm. I'm like, I am calm.
Yeah.
I am calm. Brilliant, mate. Do you make a lot of money at this? How can I get into this?
Yeah.
This is wicked.
Yeah, yeah.
Start calling their bluff and everything. And then, you know the ones when they send you an email or a message saying, we've got files of you and everything, and they don't have files and nowhere recorded. Yeah. They had files, man. They had the dick pics, they had my face, they had fucking everything, right? And I'm thinking, shit. And they're going on about paedophiles, right? And I said, well, she was 20, said she was 23.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's consenting adults. What are you fucking talking about, right? So I'm just calling their bluff now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, they're like, we're going to do this. And I go, no, you're not. I'm just laughing at them. They're getting more enraged. They're telling me to calm. I'm like, I am calm.
Yeah.
You'll get the one.
Yeah, you're the one who's getting irate. Yeah.
Then they started posting up links to Facebook, and I thought, oh, John Bromwich, he's gonna fucking laugh his fucking head off if he gets a message. Like, he's just gonna laugh.
Mate,
right?
That's the best way to send dick pics, through somebody else, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Well, so they were like fucking.
They had me. They
hacked you as well.
Me, right? And I just told them to fuck off.
What?
Well, think about it, right? There's probably 10 dudes in a fucking room, 20 people, having idiots like me thinking fucking it's on.
Yeah.
It's wankathon time, right? In a room, if I'm not playing ball, it's not worth their time to earn money. They're not going to start sending fucking pictures out and everything, are they?
Yeah.
So you might as well just call their bluff. Because as soon as I'm going to tell them to fuck off and that and not call their bluff, they're not going to send those out because that's a waste of their time, and time is money.
Yeah, of course.
They're going to go on to the next guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally fucked them over, like, big time.
That's fucking
They were getting
hilarious.
more irate, and I was just getting laughing even fucking more at them, and then they're making me even fucked.
That's crazy. But they're obviously looking for fucking married men and shit, aren't they?
Well, they asked me if I was single, and I said yeah. So I reckon they've got two depots. I think they got the married depot and the single depot, like. But yeah, it's out there. But basically, tell them to fuck off, and they fucked off.
Well, yeah.
All's good.
So basically, you've heard it first here on the Bastard Cast. If you try and get bribed for sending dick pics to a random fucking video call, just play them.
Well,
use that script.
The thing is, right, I thought about it and I thought, I just blocked him. In the end, after playing with him, I just blocked him.
Yeah.
So I put a thing up on Facebook saying, just been tried to be blackmailed by this person.
Yeah.
Some of you may get a censored email, a strange email come through, Which most people replied, we know you, nothing. Nothing's gonna fucking.
This is This isn't out of the ordinary. Yeah.
Jay in Canada is going. Well, I've told of you. There's fuck all that would surprise me if fucking's gonna happen, And I guess they were fucking right. So no one got. Oh, what if it happens tomorrow? What if they got a backlog?
Oh yeah,
backlog of fucking people up.
I think. Well, that's it. Yeah. If you're gonna, but like that's the funny thing about being in our position. Do you know what I mean? Because I get a lot of friend requests through. Yeah. And obviously, if the profile looks legit, and there's if there's 10 techno people on there, and the Facebook page looks legit, then I'll accept it.
Yeah, that's what I do. Usually, right, if a friend request comes through, I look at the friends, and usually Guy is in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Guy's always in there.
If they got the geese, they got me.
Yeah, exactly.
Got the geese, got me. I knew it was a scam, right? But I wanted to play along. Yeah. But then because this old OnlyFans story at work, I just thought, well, maybe this is what fucking young adults get their rocks off on these days, and I want fucking in on it.
Well, I so sometimes when those profiles get through to my account, they message you, and obviously, you've got when somebody says hi.
Yeah.
You've kind of got to reply back because you don't know if they've found your music or they found the podcast and they want to make a connection, or they've got some music they want to promote, or they want to book you. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to answer it.
Yeah.
You have to answer it. But then you
don't have to wank off in front of them, do you?
No, you don't have to take it that far. The moment they fucking start being sexual, I'm like, okay, this is a fucking. Do you know what I mean? I'll play along with it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I was playing along with it until it got really good.
But
Then I was really playing.
Yeah, exactly. And then you were part of the whole fucking
then I
thing.
was part of the system.
But it happened to me, yeah, right. And obviously, like, I'll entertain it. And when I'm on the bus to work or shit, do you know what I mean? I got a bit of time. I haven't got any promo to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm banned from sharing again or something. Do you know what I mean? So I'll just
you get banned?
Yeah, fucking. Right. I got like 5 brands that I promote. Do you know what I mean? Like 3 different production aliases. Fuck it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, banned, not actually banned.
Actually banned from sharing on Facebook.
You're banned from banding.
Banned from banding shit about, yeah. But it happened once, and it happened. And then this one did get sexual, and I was like, it's a bot, so I'll just have some fun with it. Like, what do you do? Do you know what I mean? I build rainbows. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I had one once, right? And she was like, what do you do? I was like, I'm in the porn industry. Like, you look fit. Do you want to be in the porn industry? And, like, scared them off.
Yeah. But I played a game. And I was there just doing all this saying all this ridiculous stuff. And she was just like, you know, getting, like, sort of automatic things. And I took a pic, because when it happens, I take a picture of it like you did and put it up online and go, this is a bit of fun with the messages.
Yeah. I
posted it up, and then the person went, oh, no, you shouldn't be posting our conversations publicly. I was like, huh? She was like, no, I'm in the comments, I'm a real person. I was like, I'm so fucking sorry. but the fucking... The post, the bot I put up, it got loads. It was like on 100 likes and stuff when she found it, and I was like, I don't want to delete 100 likes.
There were loads of comments like "fucking slut."
It was fucking. Do you know what I mean? But it was it's a really dodgy age, because like back in the day, do you know what I mean? Like we didn't have like when I was first DJing like 2000, 2001. It was vinyl, it was record shop, it was gig.
Yeah,
you only met the people at the gig. MySpace, I think, was just coming in.
I love MySpace.
It was great.
I'm back on MySpace.
Is it about again?
Yeah, I renewed not renewed my membership, but I'd lost my password.
Yeah.
Contact and don't use that email. I don't have contacts that email anymore. The company actually went down, so there is no such thing as UK Online anymore. And I contacted them, and they gave me an access to reopen it up.
Did they?
Yeah, fucking right. There's no restrictions like. It's built for music promotion. There's no restrictions like there is on Facebook.
Well, there's a new thing that's come about, actually, and there's been a bit of uproar with it, because, you know, like, if you play copyrighted material, like, we get it at Runtingz all the time. We did the tank stream. I don't know if you saw it, but we did the massive stream. We had 1,200 people watching live on it.
Wicked.
But Harry Shotter and DJ Shabba D, Born on Road were down there. Aries.
Harry Shotter who?
Harry Shotter. He's an MC.
Who's her? Who did he shoot?
He's a big... I think it's a roadman, like, shotting fan.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean? Like shotting, slinging. Yeah. It's like, I think it's that sort of thing. But yeah, he was on it, and then Parker played a Boo remix of a Shy FX tune.
Right.
And obviously Shy FX hit the charts there. And
is it with Sony?
I think it's either Sony or EMI.
That's the ones. If you avoid Sony and EMI, you're not going to get shut down.
But that stream got taken. Bearing in mind, it had 1,200 people on. Do you know what I mean? When he took it down, it was at 23,000 views.
Fucking hell.
Right, and it had only been running 35 minutes.
Really?
Right, and then we had to start again. So luckily the numbers went straight back up. But essentially, all of the money that Runtingz and 6-7 Media had put in was wasted because they blocked the whole fucking video. Right. Luckily, we managed to get hold of Shy FX's management, and we got it whited off.
Really?
But what Facebook are bringing in is you can now... we've been waiting for this to happen. The PRS have actually brought in licensing.
Oh, wicked.
For live streaming on Facebook.
Right.
It's £500 a year.
Ooh, that leaves out a lot of people.
It leaves out a lot of people, but for like studios like us...
But that's good, because if people, like you said, studios like you can pay the royalties to the artists.
We'll pay the royalties.
It's another income for everyone as well.
Exactly. Now, it's going to be bad for the bedroom DJs.
Yeah.
Because where's their platform gone?
Yeah, right.
Unfortunately. I mean, it's going to be... because if you're playing your own shit, then you're not going to get stripped. So it's going to force people to play their own stuff. But for studios like us and people like yourself, if you can put £500 in and play what the fuck you want,
am I fucking going to put £500 in?
I mean, no, but think about it. Think about it though. So there's no so nobody wants to put £500 in. So the live streams going up on Facebook are going to drop dramatically.
Yes,
the fuzz isn't going to be there. There's going to so our market share, the fuzz. You know, the fuzz, all the white noise you got to try and force through as an artist that like shows like Boombastic Sounds and Pierrot the Acid Clown show helps get you through the fuzz.
Yeah.
But it's gonna the you're going to be a lot less diluted in the market. So actually, 500 quid over 12 months is what, 10 quid a month? No.
I can't do
20
that.
quid a month, 30 quid a month?
50 quid a month.
50 quid a month.
40 quid or something like that.
Yeah, about that.
I need a fucking calculator.
But,
so thick.
but if you're going to pay 100 quid on advertising for one release,
yeah,
when you could just go out live, and organically reach
That's
it,
a good idea.
and do a release stream, then actually,
how many times have you schooled me today already?
well, I mean, you know, you're an old boy coming back in. Oh, son, yeah, you know. But what annoys me is you're a lot less bold than me, and you've got about 12 years on me.
Oh, fuck me. My parents are like gorillas. I think they met in the mist, you know.
Gorillas in the mist.
I'll never be bold. My dad's white, and I don't mean that in a racist way.
His
hair's white.
My dad's white. See, one thing about my dad is he's white.
He's fucking white,
he's white. Don't worry about anything else.
He was white at a young age.
He was white. He's unfucking tan. We went to Spain last year.
He come back, Blanco. Fuck off.
You have some more.
All right.
It's going to be called the cough cast if you don't.
Ooh.
No, the cough.
We're socially distanced, aren't we?
Yeah, the cough is because I've just started vaping. And I'm getting used to it.
Good on you. How many fags were you smoking? Did you smoke rollies?
Fucking loads. Rollies, yeah, man. I was doing about 30 grams of tobacco a week.
That's nothing.
No?
I was doing 30 grams every other day.
Oh, always got to do one better, ain't you?
That's nothing, mate.
Oh, what's that? What's that? You kids in Greece? Oh, I was out there for 2 years.
Oh, still white.
There's a fucking 60-day tour in a week.
Yeah, that's really dumb of me saying that to Ben. I don't know why I said it.
No, it's hilarious. No, it's hilarious. It was funny.
I'm glad you broke the ice and going, yeah, he's got 30 years on you, mate.
Yeah, exactly. So we bumped into Ben from Born on Road. He's just on his way out to
New
Zealand for a massive tour.
Yeah,
with Born on Road, AC13, Gray, Calvin. And,
are they all going out?
I'm not. Yeah, they're all going out.
Not you.
Not me. No, they wouldn't have me in New Zealand.
How many of them are going out on tour then?
6.
Fucking hell, they're going to have a ball.
They're going to have a ball because New Zealand's open.
Yeah.
Sub 180.
Yeah, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks and it costs like $3,000.
Well, it's all paid for.
But they're all paid for.
It's all paid for.
Fucking hell, that's mental.
But the drum and bass scene is like over there.
6 of them.
6 of them.
That's a few grand.
And the label's really good. The label makes money. Like we did their birthday bash last week at Runtingz.
Is the label Born on Road?
The label's Born on Road. Yeah.
He's a part of Born on Road, but is he one of the original members of Born on Road, or is he an artist on Born on Road?
He's artist on Born on Road,
right.
But Kelvin's taking him in. So Born on Road in essence is Kelvin 373.
Right.
Guy called Gold Dubs. Big up Gold Dubs. Congratulations on the kid, by the way, mate. And Aries, have you heard of Aries?
No.
Massive.
I haven't heard of any of them.
No, he's an old jump. He's been about. He's like your sort of age. And
so I must know him then. Is that what you're saying?
You would have been at some raves with him. You would have played You would have played on lines with him. He's a fucking lovely guy. But he's been there for a while. So that's the founding members. And then you got Gray and Ben, which are the newer ones coming up, doing really good. Gray, big up Gray, by the way, mate. Good luck on the tour if you see this. He just did the.
You're going to see it, is he?
Pardon?
None of these people are going to see this.
Yeah, cool. They've been on my podcast.
In 10-bit. No one's seeing it. I just wanted to hang out with you.
They're going to be there in New Zealand, like green room. Go look at Ollie and that fucking prick chat.
Yeah, that old cunt.
I'll tag him in it.
AB what?
I'll tag him. But yeah, but they're fucking lovely kids, man. They're on the way up. They're getting some good views. But yeah, they're all going out there. And obviously, we bumped into him at the local supermarket. He was like, "What the fuck are you doing out here?" I was like, "Oh, I'm with him. We're going to do a podcast."
Yeah.
And then we had a chat and obviously talking about his tours, and Rowland was like, "Oh yeah, well, you went out for that long, did you? With this many tours?" Well, I did this and did that.
Yeah.
Beat that. And I was like, "Rowland, you got 30 years on him, mate." And you're like, "Yeah."
Oh yeah.
But it was a nice bit of a
I felt
joke.
small.
No, but you're fucking.
I felt old.
But that's that sort of attitude and how you are is what has fucking is what has made this easy.
The dynamic.
The dynamic. Do you know what I mean? Just.
Fuck's sake.
Do you know what I mean? And was it is Rowland gonna fucking He's not. Should we just that would have been good if you'd have done.
Oh.
Come on, Rowland. You can. Yes.
Fuck yeah.
There we go. But yeah, I'm gonna do this as well because it will be the last thing.
Yeah. I won't be happy.
I've never opened one of those, so I can't even fix it.
There's always a first.
There's a first. Well, I mix. You know, Unknown.
I forgot about that. Yeah, crack on, mate, because you're fucking fixing it.
I just did. So you know, Unknown Sound System. They may have come up like properly when you were on your break.
Drum and bass.
And techno,
Unknown Sound System. Where are they based?
Bristol.
No,
my boys. So fucking yeah, but you will do when it all opens up. They'll have you on, obviously. But yeah, so I was in there fixing his vinyl cutter for his t-shirt printing thing he does.
Oh right, that confused me then.
Yeah.
When you said vinyl, I thought your record.
No,
you got a record cover on a t-shirt.
But that was a little segue. It was a rubbish one. But I thought I'd do it. Yeah, may as well. So we'll go back to a point. Yeah. So remember what brought us into your blackmailing story?
Yeah. What was that?
So I said if you fuck up, you gotta own it. And we were talking about how you get nervous before sets and how do you know what I mean? It can, and I came up with this theory, because I used to play fucked up all the time, man. I was all like bang on the heroin, bang on the Valiums, fucking ketamine for like a long time.
You played on K.
Yeah.
You said heroin, Valium. You played on K.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like there's you know what I mean? It's a fuck up. Do you know what I mean? And I learned that it doesn't matter how badly you fuck up. If you're in the headspace of, oh no, I fucked up, everybody's looking at me.
Yeah.
Or you turn around and just go, that was shit.
Yeah.
Should I try it again? Then actually it alleviates any fear and it allows you to go into something a lot more healthy. Because if you do something and you've got to worry about something happening, then you're never going to get in the moment.
No, it's
Whereas
true.
if you're like, it's
very hard to be in that frame of mind. Fucking difficult.
Well, yeah.
I can't do it.
No, I don't know. Yeah, but you've got to slowly ease yourself into it. Because you did it
one fuck up at a time.
One fuck up at a time, yeah. But it's the same with this concept, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's when I was getting worried about like there being dead air or it not gelling, I was like, well, fuck it.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
You got to be you're absolutely right, but you got to sort of train yourself to be in that. If you're not that sort of person, if you get anxious, then you got to train yourself to be that person, and then you are that person.
But you got to remember, you're feeding an anxiety.
Yeah.
But so if you could
feeding the beast,
you're feeding the beast in essence because you're legitimizing it because you're putting weight to the mistake. Whereas if there's no way, because you've got to think, let's say you fuck up a mix, and that fuck up lasts, I don't know, 20 seconds. Out of an entire hour, are they going to remember the fuck up? Or are they going to...
No, of course not. I mean, when it's live, it's live. It doesn't matter if you as long as the energy's there, which it will be,
exactly,
or should be, you just move on, right? But you can't put that on a mixtape because that's over.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Have you ever started? Have you ever fucked a mix up? Stopped both decks, went doing it again.
Yeah.
Oh, so have I.
Yeah. In fact, I did a live.
Stole my thunder, didn't you?
Yeah, I did a live stream recently, right? And I was playing a load of old like bouncy techno from like 1995, and I hadn't heard these records for like fucking 10 years, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put it out, and I clanged a mix like you wouldn't believe. Just went boo, blah, blah, blah. Right, I'm doing this one again.
Wicked.
Right, bang, and then just fucking bang, put it in the mix, and then just like dipped it down and went, yeah, there you go.
That is owning it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like the way you got to think about it, I suppose, is like the English, they like an underdog.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And if
they hate a winner,
Who wants to win?
If you do something good, you just get slated.
Yeah. Who wants to win? It's like I prefer to be underneath those guys, looking up, going, I can do that. Then up there looking down, going, yeah, come on, then, yeah, try and touch me. Do you know what I mean? There's no room for growth. So like. If you're there and you're like, fuck it, I fucked up, but then guarantee you there's 200 people down there that have been trying to mix for a long time that really want to be up there, and then see you, a DJ in front of all these people fucking up. They're like, I can get on board with you.
I could do that.
He's actually human.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then he just wins them round, man.
Have you ever, right, so this whole digital vinyl argument, right? Have you ever done, I mean, like... People say it's easy to mix on CDJs. It's all right. Yeah, it could be easier, but it isn't. It's just the same. I'm actually going to do a video. I thought this morning. I'm going to do a video for my YouTube channel of me mixing one mixed putting one track in the other on the CDJs, and then everyone could see how they drift out.
Yeah.
Because it is a little bit better. I mean, obviously, with a record speeds up the closer it gets to the middle, doesn't it? Because the circles, whatever the terminology is, gets smaller. Obviously, a CDJ or a WAV file doesn't do that. But they still fucking drift out. There's still error in those pitch controls.
I don't think it's those units. I think it's the format of which they're either mixed down on or the mastering software.
I think
it wavers. So? Yeah, I think it does. Because if I get a master done by somebody in Reason, it will be a little bit more wobbly.
Why would you get a master done by somebody in Reason?
So my mate Jimmy Scavenger, big up Jim.
Woo!
So he basically, I'm terrible at mixing. I'm okay at mixing. I can't master for shit. I'm more of a sort of rhythm guy. Like I'll make an arrangement or I'll make it work rhythmically.
I'm more of a rhythm guy, as that blackmailer found out. Yeah.
But oh dear. Do you know what I mean? The beautiful masturbation and dick pic quotes just in between a serious bit, just breaking it up.
Oh, I tell you what, I did do, right? It's fucking, because they're having a go at me, and I'm going, "Where's the picture go? Where's it gone?
Where's my picture gone?
It's on a loop." Blah blah. I go, "I want to fucking finish." I'm like, well,
fuck! I've just fucked your
put the fucking video back on, mate. I haven't finished yet.
Put it back. But yeah, so Jim works in Reason. He loves Reason. It sounds quite analog. So when I mix down the stems, send it to Jim.
Yeah.
And Jim fucking mixes it and masters it for me because he's fucking good, man. Like you heard his master earlier.
Yeah, it's wicked. It is. No, undeniably brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, very talented.
And at the moment, if anybody wants some mastering done, he's like I think he's like 30 quid a master, and it's
most
sick.
people are 30 quid, aren't they?
Yeah, about that.
But unless you go to like someone cutting vinyl and then they're like 140 or something. But that's a different process. I'll tell you what, right? Things about people mastering, you've hit a nerve now. Right.
Here we go.
No, you haven't really. But like, you know, if you know, monitors for mastering, like ATCs and that, you know, like they're 30 grand each or something like that, stupid like that. And that's probably cheap, you know. Probably other brands that I've never heard of are like 50 grand each or something. So it always mystifies me, being in the biz that I have for such a long time, and also working at a pressing plant and distribution and being part of Curve Pressings, which obviously is part of Curve Pusher. And Laurie actually started training me up, did me a few training sessions back in the day. You know, I know a bit about it and that, but it always bizarre me, like people with their monitors, like their KRK, maybe KRKs are not the right.
They're terrible.
Yeah, but like, you know, I know you get decent monitors like Adam, and these focals are brilliant, you know.
They sound great.
Yeah, they do, but I wouldn't trust them, personally, I wouldn't trust them for mastering because they're not mastering monitors.
Now Jim explains
We're
something to me.
really going around the houses, aren't we?
Jim explained something to me.
Right.
And he said, so to make a tune on those, they're detailed, so you can fit stuff in the spaces. You can hear where it needs to fit. But you're mastering, in essence, to play on a big sound system, which doesn't have the detail.
No.
So when you're mastering...
Usually in mono.
And usually in mono. So these guys that are mastering on these really fucking nice speakers, they're filling up an EQing space that doesn't exist on the format they're being played out on.
So it's not actually needed.
Jim does his on just some. He goes between some tannoys and some, like, I think they're about 200 quid monitors.
Yeah, it's good to reference on a cheap pair.
Yeah.
And
if he knows them, and he goes into the car and he'll put it over a PA.
All right,
but
nice.
he knows he's got a really sort of like, he's like you. He's ADHD to fuck about shit,
right? And
he knows what a Function 1 sounds like. He knows how to master on a void rig. He's one of those guys that just gets the detail, and he knows from playing his own stuff all the time. He knows what his tuners sound like on that system from his setup because he's used to it.
Right.
And as long as you're not mixing on something distorted, I think. I mean, I could be chatting shit now, and I could have totally got fucking what Jim was telling me wrong. And normally I do.
He's crying.
Yeah,
now.
And in the comments you'll be like, Ollie, I didn't say that. You're making me look like a fucking dick. But that's how I understand it. So, you know, I mean, who knows? But I mean, surely if you're mastering for a system,
Yeah.
you want to master on a system.
Well, I can't remember the guy's name now. I know his real name's Paolo. He owns Naked Lunch.
Okay.
Do you know him?
No.
Fucking hell. What's his name? Why am I so shit with names? I'm sure I'm getting dementia, you know. Getting old, man.
Getting old.
So anyway, he didn't have monitors in his studio. He has a sound system. He'll have the pair. Why do you keep pointing over there? He'll have a pair of those FPT.
Roland, nobody can see back there. Right, nobody can see.
Right.
Do you want me to paint a picture again of what it looks like? Are you sure?
Don't.
Can
Yeah.
you remember the Remember the picture from earlier?
Right.
And then
So he's got a pair of full fucking band.
Yeah.
PA gear,
Yeah.
a pair of FPTs, X Lite 12s or whatever, or 15s in his studio, and he mixes down his tracks on those. Because that's the format that his tracks get played out at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously...
Makes a lot of sense.
I mean, I've heard of people doing a different master for the Facebook promo, a different master for the MP3 on the commercial market for guys that are going to be DJing at home, and then obviously a master for a rig, or the guys that are playing
and obviously another master for vinyl.
Yeah, so I've heard of that.
Vinyl's very different because you've got to think about the needle skipping.
Yeah.
So you do need limiters and your compression sorted out properly. Whereas MP3, you can run it through Ozone. You can run it through Ozone 8 and you'll get something loud and playable. But it's definitely an art to mastering.
100%, and you've got to know what you're doing. You've got to understand it. I mean, I've got no fucking idea about
I'm
mastering.
starting to learn it a little bit, but I'm not quite sure if I'm actually interested enough to actually learn it and just pay someone to do it.
Well, I mean,
you should never master your own tracks.
I don't
anyway.
think so either.
And I have no interest in mastering someone else's tracks. So why do I need to know about it?
Exactly, and not only that, it's like, I mean, I don't have enough time to learn fucking mastering. Do you know what I mean? It's
exactly.
I'm so busy all the time.
I do one other thing.
Yeah,
it's like, do I sleep or do I learn how to master?
Sleep? Do I not produce anything or not do any content for a year so I can master? Or
probably longer to master the art.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's just it's one of those things. You know, I think people have got their avenues, and I think the problem with computers, and especially with computers in music, is it strips jobs from the music scene.
Yeah,
because you can sit there and you can go from start to finish and create a product that would be passable, but it's not going to be as great as if there was somebody going, "Oh, Rowland, no, that riff doesn't work. Try something else." Oh yeah, I didn't even see that.
No, it'd be like,
fuck off. Yeah, fuck off. It's perfect. Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you, Carl Cox?
Who the
Piss off.
But it's like you were saying earlier about, you've got you can't produce with that many people.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like you were saying like you and Ollie worked really well on the new Infected 24 and the Infected 24.
25. Ollie on his own.
No. This is a rare collab because
what? This label.
Promo done.
Take it off.
Yeah,
now.
take it off. It's all
like.
fucking Jan. But no, like you were saying, like, and obviously, like you don't collaborate much because you need to collaborate with people.
I just don't get on with people in the studio at all. I mean, like, it's me. It's all me. I'm just not a people person, really. Especially I'm first one to admit that I don't really know what I'm doing in the studio, and most of my tracks are happy accidents.
Yeah.
So if I've got someone less talented than me or more of a beginner than me, then it's a fucking struggle.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I'm doing. They really don't know what they're doing, and they want to feed off me and learn off me,
exactly.
and I don't know what I'm doing.
You've got fuck all to teach them. Yeah.
Right. Fucking hell, mate.
How'd you do that back in '96?
I don't
know. Just fucking.
Well, people used to ask me, how'd you get that sound, and what's your compression like? And actually, the drama that I've still got here would be what I used. And I'd go, I don't know, mate. I just fiddle with knobs until the lights start flashing.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's exactly what I did. Knob fiddler.
That's it.
That's what I said to the woman.
I'll just fiddle until it gets it right. In that case, it wasn't right, but...
Yeah, the lights didn't start flashing.
Yeah, the lights didn't flash. Put the video back! Put
it back, mate.
But I think that's... You've got to learn a lot of theory when it comes to that. And, I mean, that's what makes that's. I mean, I've been playing music since I was like 8. I got my first guitar when I was 8.
Right.
You know, so music and rhythm for me have been an integral part in my life for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily know what I'm doing. I don't necessarily understand why that works.
Right.
But in my ears, it's
works.
correct.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't.
Do you think you could teach someone?
Yeah.
Do you just know it, or do you think you could actually teach someone?
I think you have to care about it enough and love it enough and listen to other stuff enough to be able to determine what's right and what's wrong.
You've got to be a master at something. If you can teach I heard someone say once, if you can teach someone what to do something, then you are a true master of your art.
See, now
if you can't teach anyone, you're shit.
I think the thing about teaching is you either have to inspire them to love what you're teaching them enough for them to want to learn, or to find somebody hungry enough to want to learn from you.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's where teaching went wrong with me in school.
Right.
Because I'm dyslexic and they were trying to teach me a way that I didn't understand. And then, but on the plus side to that, it made me creative because I had to creatively in my brain link up the little bits and bobs of how they're showing me.
Right. Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I blame my dyslexia, and I think dyslexia is prevalent in creativity quite heavily due to that.
Yeah.
Because I remember being young, and I remember the teachers fucking going, right, yeah, to spell this, you've got to do that. And you've got to do this. And I was like, yeah, but I do that backwards. And you were saying earlier when somebody was trying to show you how to master.
Yeah.
You're like, that's not the fastest way for me to do it.
Yeah. No, that was Dunks. So, yeah, I'm the first one to admit that my production could be better, let's say. And I believe that every day's a learning curve as well. Or, you know, every day's a learning day, rather. So... Dunks, my mate, he does tutorials and that, and the digital realm throw me a little bit because I'm used to a 32:8 desk. So, yeah, he's been teaching me about grouping and moreover compression on grouping. So, because I can't fiddle with a load of knobs.
Yeah, there's no knobs to fiddle with.
There's no fucking lights on the bastard things.
That's it. Yeah.
So he's been teaching me that, and it wasn't the mastering. That was actually doing proper mix, getting the mix down ready for mastering.
Right.
Because the master engineer, he can't make a fucking silk purse out of a pig's ear.
No.
So you've got to
give him something to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
But on that sort of thing, do you know what I mean? And then you said like a couple of days later, what he was saying twigged.
Yeah.
But
I had to relate it to the desk, you see. Yeah. So looking at the Mackie desk.
I love those, by the way. The overdrives on those are wicked when you run them into
That's
the Rave.
why I've got it for the TD3. I mean, it crackles and that, but channel 3 works.
Yeah.
So I've got it. I just noticed a notification, right? And in my head, I thought, oh, someone's messaging me because, like, we're on live. Of course, we're not live.
No, we're not.
Yeah, so that's why that's there. But then, yeah, so on my makeshift make-believe desk in Logic, I've got all the channels and then sends to other channels, which in my head were auxiliaries. Yeah, there were buses, the same as the Mackie desk, for example. But they're not. They're auxiliaries. Yeah. And then the auxiliaries are the four pink purple knobs there.
Yeah.
And it all just clicks. So being a little bit rude or a little bit blunt with him, like, I don't know what you're fucking talking about,
exactly.
mate. Suddenly clicked in my head and I had to ring him up and go, yeah, I get it now. So,
but
you don't need to learn stuff.
No, but if you were in the same room, I think you would have probably troubleshooted that together quite quickly. But obviously that separation of being
we were working
online,
on a desk and not a channel, and everything being looped into extra channels in that channel on Logic and stuff like that, which was sending me a bit haywire, I would have got it. You know, if it was working on if Logic had a full desk that looked like a desk, I would have got it. Basically.
See, that's what Jim loves about Reason,
right?
Because it's a modular. It all look like when you're patching
it's
your
true,
bits
doesn't it?
in.
It looks like an amp rack, or it looks like a rack mount. Yeah. Do you have to route the wires and everything as well? That's cool.
Yeah. You got to turn it round and route stuff.
Yeah, right.
So that's why Jim loves it, because it's analog. and he gets that digital sound, but actually patching stuff properly.
Oh, right, wow.
And obviously then it's easier for him to then transpose that to a digital setup. So yes, that's the thing, isn't it? That is the thing about learning and trying to take on new things. It's whether you can be shown the correct way, and if somebody can be bothered to or even knows where you are. Yeah,
I got asked yesterday, I think, if I did lessons. And I thought, well, I replied, I can try, but no, but I can give it a go, knowing that I wouldn't be able to do it at all. But then but I knew Mandy was doing them and David Drummer was doing them, so I put him in contact with them. But apparently David Drummer stopped doing them for now, for some reason. Yeah, apparently, because he was taking tutorials off.
I did see something about that, yeah.
So he's not doing them anymore, so he's going to get contact with Mandy, so you can thank me later.
Yeah,
Mandy.
There we go, Mandy. What a fucking producer she is.
Fucking
she doesn't know it.
I know. What a twat.
Mate, I was at a gig with her. Yeah. Right. And we travelled up. I just travelled up with her for a laugh. Like I used to just get fucked up and just carry her camera around.
Right.
And
carry her camera.
Yeah, her little GoPro to get her little gig videos.
Oh, wicked.
So I used to just get fucked up and just get in the crowd and just piss about. And then she started playing, and where her tunes were sounding so fucking fat. Didn't touch the gains on the mixer, didn't touch the master.
Oh, they're so loud.
Right? So loud. The guy came out, you got to turn it down, take the bass off. And I said, look, you can't take the bass from the mixer. You got to do it at the amp. He was like, no, turn it down. And I was like, mate, no, step back. Go and speak to the sound engineer. And then he literally just pressed stop. And that
joking?
Literally just pressed stop.
Where was this?
I can't remember the nightclub to name and shame. It was in Exeter somewhere.
Oh, EX4.
You got to go in and go down the steps.
Yeah, EX4.
Yeah.
It used to be a strip club.
Did it really?
Yeah, I don't think it worked out.
Maybe it should stay as a strip club.
I didn't know about it then. That's probably why. They'd have probably turned into Spearmint Rhino if I knew about it.
But yeah, no, and that was fucking 4 years ago. Her production is like something else. You play one of her tunes on a rig, and it's like fuck.
I played with not with her. Played at the same gig with her. At the Meltvig in Amsterdam, 2 years ago. Well, it was like 2 years ago, November or something like that, so a year and a bit ago. And I had to go on after her, and I've got to be honest, fucking I didn't know where to go. The fact she's 180 BPM didn't help, but the tracks are just so rounded off, so pristine, so loud, so clear.
I had a really good conversation with Mandy about her production. And it's all to do with the key that she produces in.
Ah, that would help.
So basically,
what is her key?
I can't remember what key. I think it was maybe A. I think it was A.
A is for acid.
A is for But she knows the resonance frequencies of these notes. Now she transposes the resonant frequencies of those notes to match the tempo of the tune that she's producing. Yeah. So it's that tempo is all moving correctly. And that's that punchy sound. Everything's in those keys that work for the BPM.
Someone told me once that each BPM has its own key.
Yeah, it does.
So say 145 would be A.
Exactly.
You know, I didn't know that.
Exactly.
I used to produce in C all the time because
I like
it's just
C.
the root note.
I like C. Yeah, it's just the
dumb.
middle key.
Yeah,
it's the middle key.
Yeah, and I'm a bit dumb. But now I'm in A. And another thing that I learnt recently that I must have got away with for a number of years was actually tuning kick drums to the tempo or the key and I don't think you can do it. Can you do it with hi-hats?
Everything. Yeah.
I think I've got Mixing Key Studio to do that. Then I found out that Logic had one of those anyway. Yeah. So that was £100 well spent.
So basically,
I think I got it for free. But anyway, so I think I run a hi-hat through it once and it didn't give me a key.
No, some won't. I don't think.
Right.
Some won't. But Guy McCaffer, the geezer, big up the custard boy.
The geese.
Over there. I call him Zippy. He calls me Ken because I got a Ken tattoo. So it's like, all right,
Ken?
Zippy. Yeah.
What, literally Ken Barlow or something?
I got a Ken tattoo on there.
What? K-E-N?
K-E-N, yeah.
You got a Ken tattoo?
I got a Ken tattoo, yeah.
What the fuck?
So
I've got growing up is overrated.
There we go. Well, we're fucking. That's why we get on.
Ken, growing up is overrated.
Growing up, but yeah. So when I so Guy was like, "What key are you in?" I was like, "I don't know." I used the bass patch, and now the bass patch is in C guy, and he's like, yeah, that too. But yeah, I put a kick in, I'll put a loop on it, and I'll change the pitch until it's resonating correctly.
Right.
And then I do the same with all the other elements. I'll put a hat in and I'll pitch it up and down until my ears go, yeah.
Right.
That's it. And then like any sort of compression or any sort of anything I do, I'll just, like you said, I fiddle with it until it sits right.
Yeah.
And
that's what you need to do, I guess.
It's being a bass player. Do you know what I mean? That's how I do it. I'll play something. Yeah. That don't, and just, I think it's more organic. And then like you got the techie guys like Jim and Mandy, who's like, no.
Well, thing is, like you say about techie guys, my OCD, it allows me to do things like that, but at the same time, I want to know why.
Yeah.
You know, instead of like, you can do it. So like Dunks, the guy that I go to get my mastering done, because everyone else is getting a plug, he might as well get a plug too.
Why not?
So, he was showing me, what was he showing? Oh no, he was going like, look, just use your ears. Just use your ears. Tune them with your ears. And I'm like, Dunks, I'm fucking deaf. I can't use my ears. And I need to know the theory on it, because my OCD, it's driving me fucking crazy. Like, you know, I need to know the technical side of it. Yeah. I mean, using your ears is kind of like organic. Would you say that's the organic way?
I'd say so. And then
you've got the
feel
non-organic way. I'd like to use the feel, but use the feel, son.
Feel.
I tried to.
You tried to, but then you got blackmailed. Yeah.
So, but I like to know the technical side of things, because it drives me fucking crazy if I don't know it.
See, I'm happy. I understand why you take the bass out of a sample when it's not your kick drum or your sub, and I understand why you create room in a mix. Yeah. I understand why a note would work at a certain BPM, but I don't want to know how to fucking calculate it.
Right.
And I don't want to know why you would do that, you know, to the further extent that you're creating more room in the mix for that kick to exist.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was watching tutorials about mixing the bass with the kick.
Yeah.
So first tune the kick. I think they were saying 5 semitones above the bass.
Yeah.
So then they don't resonate
so
together.
They've got their own space.
They got their own space. That made a lot of sense. And then they're saying download a VU meter on the master. Just have the kick running, and I think have that at -3 on the VU, but then have the bass. Bring the bass in, and then make that hit 0. Yeah. And that'll be your bass and kick mix. Yeah. So I'm saying to Dunks, fucking all right. Oh, so this, that. He's like, all right, yeah. And he runs it through his stuff, and it is fucking loud, right? Yeah. And he starts turning it down. I'm like, no. That's how you do it. He said, just use your ears. Yeah. So I was like, I can't. I'm fucking deaf.
Jim taught me something nice. He said, and this is the best way to fucking deal with me. Don't tell me figures. He was like, right, if your kick's hitting that meter, it needs to be that much lower, your sub.
The sub lower?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why I got it wrong there. Maybe the kick was supposed to be on 0 and the sub was -3.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's telling me to turn
it down. Yeah, and he was like, the sub's always got to be lower than the kick.
Right, okay.
Apparently, because like, you know, when you do your mix down, you can see on the meter that it's like this, and it goes down like that. I think the lower it is, the more space it's going to take up.
Right.
So
yeah.
You dip down for that, punch up a little bit more, so you get that lovely arc. But yeah, I mean, I just looking at shit. Just looking at shit.
I wonder if some geezer said that to Noah. Lovely arc.
Yeah, lovely arc, mate. Yeah, you saving each animal? What are you doing?
You taking 2?
Who are you going to save? That lion fucking ate your kid last week. You're going to take him?
A decision, shouldn't it?
Yeah, if it happened, of course.
So, what do you use for bass? That's my next massive mystery.
What do I use for bass?
What do I use for a bass line? I still use the TD3.
I don't use bass lines. I just take
use reverb.
So I get an Amen. Yeah. And like I showed you, I sidechain it, and then I'll fucking.
Why didn't I know?
I know. But I'll get a low pass filter. Yeah. And I'll push the low pass filter down, so you get
right.
Then I'll get a reverb off the kick, and I'll get the reverb bouncing how I like it, and I'll just merge the two. So you get the whatever. I'll run the Amen over the top of another break to get that sort of.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just filter like you got grooves and you filter them down so more bass is coming out than tops, sort of thing.
Yeah. I don't use synths. I'll get a sample of a noise and then I'll just repitch it.
Right.
I'm just so far away at the moment from using any sort of pitched or an instrument. Like so long I've been playing notes and stuff.
Yeah.
Techno for me at the moment is literally all about primal groove.
Fucking Obi-Wan, man, right? Have you seen the studio?
Yeah.
Have you been in it?
I haven't been in it, no.
I have.
I bet you have, yeah.
No,
I bet you have.
Oh my God, like, it's just modular heaven. But he was saying, I'm writing riffs. I'm writing a riff. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, what do you think of that? And he just turns around, or something like that happened. He just turns around and goes, well, I don't really care because I just let the modular do its thing.
Yeah,
I like that. That'll work. I'll record that.
As long as it doesn't like make you go, oh, that's not right. Then I don't give a fuck. I don't even know what key. I'm just so far. It's just so at the moment I'm really into. It's like like the cavemen banging on shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No pitch, no toe. Do you know what I mean? It's just don't. That's what's happening. It works. Fuck it. I don't give a shit behind the theory. And if it works, it works basically. And it's probably really detrimental to my production and sounding new and current because all of these new and current producers, they're all about minimal. Everything's perfectly pitched and it's all perfect. But I hate perfection.
Yeah.
Can't stand perfection.
I live in between both camps. I don't want to care about the perfection, but I can't help caring about it. And I will spend 3 hours trying to adjust the hi-hat about 3 mil on the desk, fucking full Phil Spector mode, basically, without the gun. Yeah. Like
he died recently, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, died in prison.
What was he in prison for? Battering someone or raping someone?
He killed one of his mistresses, I think, and raped a load of people. And
there you go. It was best of both worlds then, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but he was renowned for like spending like a day moving one fader about 2 mil.
The wall of sound, isn't it? The wall of sound.
Yeah, it was. Woody McBride's had a sound system called Wall of Sound as well.
Yeah, well, that was his branding as a producer. You go to him for the Wall. Oh,
I get it.
That was his thing. Do you know what I mean? Because I think he started when stereo first came about, and it was a mono before, and he suddenly like found all these spaces to put stuff in. Did a shit ton of cocaine and sat there for
days,
days,
moving a fader 2 mil while shooting someone and raping someone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just he found the time to do both.
Yeah,
but
busy lad.
But yeah, that's I mean, like a lot of the D&B producers, all fucking perfect. But like, I like one of my favorite albums of all time is Warsaw. So it was an album that Joy Division did before they were called Joy Division.
Right.
And it's just some ropey ass fucking punk record, and it sounds like absolute shit. But
it's got the energy.
It's the energy, the rawness is there, and the fact it sounds like shit works. And some of my favorite recordings sound like absolute shit. And it's just, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's more about the energy.
No, I get it, and it is about energy, and like music is a primal thing, which is energy, isn't it?
Exactly.
Basically, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just like it works out well when it is perfect.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it doesn't have to be.
No,
as long as you're doing it, I think. And getting stuff out, that's the main thing.
Exactly. I mean, I don't want to be one of those massive DJs. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't want to
do that
either at all.
The punk ethos of techno and acid techno and warehouse tech, that's where I want to be. And if what I'm doing means that one of my releases will sell 100, that's all I give a fuck about. I don't care.
I was very privileged that I managed to earn a living off it for 20 years. Yeah. I mean, like it went downhill. Oh, no problem. It went. Does it run out really that long?
Yeah, but I've been fucking sucking on it like a motherfucker, haven't I?
Sucking on that and it'd be gone, I think.
Yeah, I think it maybe run out of juice again. I might have to fill it up.
Nah, man. So I was really privileged to get away with that. I've totally forgotten where I was going with it.
You were privileged to actually make a living out of techno and music.
But I really can't remember where I was going with it.
No. I think the point
if you prompted me, I still can't remember.
I think the point you were getting to was because I was saying that I don't want to be one of those.
So I was really privileged like 20 years, and you have to do it. But then I don't really want to do. I mean, I do. I want to get back. I want to be back in the music industry, and I want to earn a living off it. I really do, but I don't. And I want to go out and I want to play music loud.
Yeah.
And I guess a part of me, and I think all DJs, even though they don't admit it, I think all DJs want to be adored at some,
of course,
at some level, or they wouldn't fucking do it. You just do it at home.
Yeah.
You know. So, I love playing to the crowd. Fuck off, mate. You love the crowd adoring you. But anyway, I don't want to play Tomorrowland. I don't want to play Junction or anything like that. I mean, if I was asked, I would
do it. Yeah, you're not aiming for
with
that.
Bells on.
Yeah.
Right. But now, being significantly older, I don't want to do the touring thing.
No.
I do want to do it, but I don't want to. I don't want to be in Colombia for 2 weeks, come back, be here for a day, and then go to Chicago for a week, and then back, and then to Holland. But like, I do want to do a bit of it because I fucking really miss the travelling.
Well, yeah,
but I don't miss the schedules because you're a very lonely business.
Of course,
like people don't realise that they see you like smashing the fucking shit out of 909s on the decks, right? And they want a piece of that, and they think it's all cool and that, but like they don't realise you've got 12-hour flights to do. You're transported maybe in a limo, but to a hotel where you sit there for 5 hours jet lagged on your own, and then transported maybe again in a limo to the gig.
Again, most likely a van.
No, I've had a few limos. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's a different world. Different world, Rowland.
I've had some times, let's put it that way. But quite often in a car, and quite often in the back of the car, because everyone wants to come to the airport and meet you or their friends. So you've had a 12-hour flight, you're fucking jet lagged because you're in, I don't know, Australia, Japan, or like Chicago. Yeah. Well, it's really jet lagged in Japan. I didn't sleep for 5 days. But like, say North America, right? You're really jet lagged, and then everyone wants to come and meet you. So then you're like that in the back of the car. Or a limo.
Yeah,
or like that.
Or a limo, yeah.
I fucking forgotten where I was going with that again.
You would, yeah.
I've totally forgotten.
I tell you what, can we pause it quickly and I'll have a quick piss?
No.
No?
We've got 5 minutes and I'm fucking busting.
Save it. Right, okay. Let me get a couple of things out that I want to talk about. Right, so back in the day when I was a bit of a nutter, I ended up in hospital for sort of just not looking after my body.
Right.
And I heard a story that you writ one of your tunes in hospital.
The only time I've been in hospital was last year when they stuck a camera up my ass.
So I don't know where that story came about.
There was that? Well, all my tracks apart from one have been written in a studio.
Yeah.
But I did write one track for Raw on the sofa on a laptop while watching Carnation Street. One hand on the keyboard, one hand on my nutsack.
There we go. Yeah.
That wasn't hospital, like.
No.
Where'd you hear that from?
I don't know. It was just, so it was like back in the day, we didn't have social media.
No.
People like you.
Oh, mate, people fucking tell me, fucking you better head off a bat.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah, it's just but like people like you were like, to like a little kid like me, do you know what I mean? And I was still DJing about, but we didn't have the access or the ability to reach out to you unless you like going to write an email.
Still fucking don't.
Yeah.
I just ignore it.
Yeah, exactly. But so these stories existed.
Yeah.
It's like, like Rowland the Bastard, the name Bastard, do you know what I mean? Rowland the Bastard, Acid Guy, do you know what I mean? Off doing all this crazy shit in his limos in Japan.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? So like the story still existed, but that inspired me to fucking bring. When I was in hospital, I was in there for about 5 days, and it inspired me to bring all my kit into hospital.
Full modular system.
I'd like 4 or 5 simps, a laptop.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
And they let you do that?
They had to.
Right.
Because there wasn't any room in hospital and I was in the high risk section.
Right.
Like, so there was no room. And then I was in this area that was like contagious area. So I wasn't allowed to leave my room at all.
Right.
I had my own bathroom and shit. I was like sneaking fags out the window and stuff. But yeah. And I just had my studio in there for guitar. I was just sat in hospital.
That's wicked.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
No, I don't know where that come from, but like, fucking hell, I used to go back, when I was living in London, I'd go back to Devon or something and do a party, and people come to go, fucking hell, Rowland, I thought you were dead.
Yeah.
We heard you were dead.
Madness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Madness. So yeah, right, so what, we got 5 minutes of it.
3 and a
3
half,
minutes.
2 and a half.
Let's finish this. So we're on our way to the Runtingz studio in Bristol.
Yeah.
Fnoob TV HQ.
Yeah.
So
Part 2 of the day.
Part 2 of the day. So you're going to record us an acid techno set.
Yeah.
So Fnoob TV.
No, I'm not, dude. I'm going to
record a techno set. What am I
techno set, yeah.
We said acid too much, didn't it? We said acid too much. It's fucking me up. So yeah.
Third reference.
So we're going to get down there. You're going to record us a banger of a set. Fnoob TV, obviously, I need to give it a little bit of a thing because it's my new baby.
Well, that's going to be massive, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Fnoob's already massive for techno.
Exactly.
So the actual TV aspect.
The TV's been working really well, and it kind of needed to happen. And it's just a nice sort of outlet and getting guys like yourself to come on and do it, you know, show support for the brand and the label. And obviously, I think I've talked you into doing either a monthly or a bi-monthly Rowland Ambassador show.
You said, and I'm into it, but we're going to have to see how that goes because I say things and then can't do that.
Well, yeah.
My work, I could get a phone call now and I'll be 6 months in fucking Carlisle or something like that.
Well, you know, what I'll do is I'll message you on Facebook and then I'll play a video of some bird smashing herself in.
Yeah,
and then I'll bribe you with a dick pic, Rowland.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
You can't bribe me with a dick pic, though.
I'll have to figure
People seem to forget, or that obviously the blackmailers didn't know, but people seem to forget that like 5 years ago I put my bollocks on Facebook anyway.
Well, what I think what might work then is I'll get a sneaky video of you listening to Britney Spears. I think that might be the only...
I met Britney Spears.
Shut up.
No, straight up.
In a limo?
No, but I did sniff cocaine off Miss Canada's ass that night.
Did you? But, right.
Yeah.
We need to do another one of these. But we're
doing one in an hour.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get all these stories out of you. Yeah, I'm gonna get all these stories out of you for the fucking bring it back.
I feel like you're interviewing me instead of like you being my guest. Like, so we're going to do double Ollie presents.
I don't know. I just got a lot to fucking say that doesn't really come to much. Yeah. But it's been fucking great fun, man.
I'm supposed to say things like that.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I know you're in that mode.
I'll come back in a couple of months when you're a little bit more experienced, Rowland, and then you can switch it.
But no, thank you for doing that. Bing.
It's fucking great,
put
man.
a little flash in.
Yeah, that's it. Ding. Yeah.
No, thank you very much. That was brilliant, and good to meet you. I'm glad I met you.
Yeah.
We are, whether you like it or not, are going to be great friends.
Yeah, man. Definitely. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool.
Can we have a piss yet?
Yeah.
Do you have 2 bathrooms?
Yeah, I got.